I want to live with my dad. There is a kind of leaving that is not really leaving. After earning money, the husband returned home and wanted to divorce his wife. He thought that their son would choose to live with his mother. But what happened next surprised the mother a lot. The husband went to the big city to earn money, saying it was to give his wife and son a better life. The wife agreed, and she and her son continued to live in the countryside. After a long time away, the husband missed his family and always looked forward to the day his wife would return. At first, the husband often sent a little money to his family and called to check they were okay. Later, the husband not only stopped calling, but also stopped sending money, as if he had forgotten about his wife and son at home. The wife grew more and more worried. She spent her days looking for news of her husband everywhere, but she couldn't find any. With no other options, she opened a fruit stall, working long hours every day. But the money she earned was very little. 3 years went by, and the husband surprised everyone by coming home. His wife would never have thought that he would come back to try and get a divorce. He drove a small car back home, and everyone thought that his wife's hard life would finally end, and that all her years of waiting had been worth it. But that night, the husband told his wife that he had come back to get a divorce because he had another woman. He told his wife that they had been living together for years, but he no longer loved her. Those words hit her like a bolt from the blue. She asked her husband, "Have you stopped loving me? Do you know that I have been waiting for you to come home every day for all these years?" The husband told his wife that he didn't want her to wait any longer. He also said that they would sign the divorce papers straight away. He said he had earned some money and would give it to his wife to make up for what she lost. The husband wanted a divorce, and the wife realized that he had changed his mind. After thinking about it, she agreed and said, "What about our child? I don't want to hurt him." The husband said, "Just let him choose. He can live with whoever he wants." She thought her son would definitely choose to stay with her, as they had always been together. Also, her husband had been away for a long time and the child had not been close to his father. So it was unlikely he would choose to stay with him. The wife was sure her son would choose to stay with her. But she never expected, on the day of the divorce, the judge asked the boy if he wanted to live with his mother or his father. Everyone was surprised when the boy said, "I want to live with my father." The boy's answer shocked everyone, and the judge asked him, "Why do you want to live with your father?" The boy smiled and said, "Because my father is rich." The boy was right. His father was rich, so he could buy his son lots of food he liked and many toys. But when he was with his mother, he didn't have much. His mother never gave him pocket money, never let him buy the food he wanted, and never bought him a toy he liked. Even when he wanted to eat a certain fruit, his mother wouldn't let him. Sometimes, because of his naughty behavior, his mother would scold and hit him. Deep down, she must have been very hateful, so it was only natural that he chose to live with his father. But the mother couldn't accept this. She asked her son, "Why don't you live with me? If you move in with me, I can buy you snacks and toys." But the child shook his head and said, "I don't like you." The husband heard this and smiled, feeling very happy. It seems like buying the child toys and snacks 2 days ago was the right thing to do. 2 days ago, he had tried to build a relationship with his son because he thought about his son. His current wife didn't want to have children, but he wanted a child. On that day, in front of everyone, the wife was very sad and upset because her child said to her, "I don't like you," at the most important moment. Her beloved child had abandoned her. At that moment, she felt completely hopeless and could only think about death. But then she thought about it, and realized that she should enjoy herself while she could. Because maybe one day her son would be able to stand up to his stepmother and come back to her. When her son left, she bought him snacks and toys. But she didn't expect him to throw everything under the car. He even told his father to drive away quickly because he didn't want to see his mother anymore. The wife watched the car drive away and was crying so much she could not control it. From then on, she had to live alone. Every day, she still went out early and returned late to sell fruit at her stall. But her business was much worse than before because she was always worried and couldn't stop thinking about her son. She didn't know if he was doing well. Often, the wife would suddenly push her fruit stall back home, getting ready to go to the city to find her son. But when she arrived at the train station, she hesitated because the city was so big and she didn't know where to find her son. It was possible that her son had moved out of the city. And even if she went to look for him, it would be a waste of time. The money transfer receipt was from her son. One day, she received a receipt for 15 million from the city. The sender only wrote, "I love you," which left her completely confused. She didn't know who had sent the money, so she dared not go and get it. Surprisingly, a month later, she received another money transfer receipt like the previous one. This time, she felt like someone was helping her. So she went to withdraw the money. She thought to herself that she would return the money to the sender once she found out who it was. From then on, she received a 15 million deposit slip every month. And each time it was sent with the message, "I love you." She really wanted to know who was sending her the money. But the sender's address only had the street name and no house number, leaving her unable to do anything. On New Year's Day, she received a letter that read, "Dear Mother, are you well? I know you love me very much. I left you, and you miss me a lot because you're not used to it. My mother, I also love you very much. I'm not used to being away from you, and I miss you a lot. Mum, I know you're upset and sad because I chose to live with my dad. Do you know why I chose to live with my father? I wanted to make things easier for you. But if I stay with my father, I can ask him for money and send it all to you. Then you wouldn't have to work so hard selling fruit. Mum, please look after yourself. Don't worry about me. I'll contact you again in the future. You'll always be the best mother in the world to me. And I'll never leave you. Wait for me to grow up. And I'll come and get you to live with me. We'll be happy together. Mum. ... The mother was crying as she held the letter. It turned out that her son had never planned to leave her. It turns out that sometimes, in this world, you can actually be closer to someone without actually leaving. The end.